Okay, here we are with another Merfolk matchup. See if we can get our opening hand up. Okay, so here's our opener. We've got Vial, Vigor, Merfolk. It's running Siege Merfolk, which sounds pretty good to me. I can play out the Merfolk, play the Vial. Let's do the Merfolk because then we don't get summoning sick. My opponent is the Amulet of Vigor combo deck, which is pretty cool. Set the spreading speed of the Income off Nexus, and then realised that it's kind of irrelevant, seeing as though his deck is all about bouncing lands back to his hand with the Celestia Sanctuaries, etc. With another Amulet Vigor, which does not bode well for us. Decided to play out the Vigor. It's an argument for keeping up Vapor Snag. Seems as though his deck's all about playing Primeval Titan and then like pumping it up with I can't quite remember the name of the card, but the land that gives Vigilance +2, +0 and haste. I think it's Vigilance, maybe it's not Vigilance, maybe it's just haste. Anyway, you're about to see it because this is basically what happened. I feel like, there it's the one, Slayer's Stronghold. Is Vigilance and haste, there we go. So he accidentally misclicks and skips past his attack. I have 6 because I thought I was pretty dead and it was probably not going to matter much. So I missed out on dropping in a Lord, which is a shame. But I don't think it makes a lot of difference. Going to be able to attack for 3, well 4 actually with the Master. But I'm pretty sure he's got this. There's some of Bloom, and taps a little land. It's made ridiculous amounts of mana. He has Sunhome plus Slayer's Stronghold, drops a Primeval Titan, makes me even more mana. And bounces the Solari West, finds Engineered Explosives, blows up an Engineered Explosives, kills, and then gives his Primeval Titan Vigilance and Haste. I can Vapor Snag it, so he is only going to get in for... Oh, actually you can search up Kessig Wolfram, and another Oversuva that turns into a Boros Garrison, which means he can activate Sunhome and deal 12 damage this turn. And yeah, that's pretty much going to do it. I'm going to seize one of his lands to see what I can draw off, but it's not going to make a lot of difference, and we are pretty dead. We probably should have been dead like a turn earlier anyway, so can't complain about it too much. I'm not sure if if I was to Vapor Snagged when I wanted to, but probably not. Seemed like he had a pretty good go of it here. And that finished me off. So, on to game 2. So, Double Vial is not particularly good, but Curse Catcher is quite nice. And we've got some counters to eventually deal with some of the things he's doing. Brought in Unified Will from the sideboard. Seems though his deck only really runs Primeval Titan as a creature, I believe. So here, now Curse Catcher into play. Could have activated Mutavault there, but I'd rather just keep my counter open. I'll play out the other Vial, things I might as well. So pick up my Vials, can activate Mutavault and get into 3 here. Going on a decent clock, though we would like to draw a few more Merfolk if possible. Pick up my Vials again, draw into a Curse Catcher. You can attack for 3 here. Drop the second Curse Catcher, say go. Someone plays Amulet Vigor. Feel like I should counter that, so I'm going to use Unified Will to do that. Don't know if we definitely needed to counter the Amulet Vigor, but it was certainly scary for me anyway. And we do have the Mana Lake, and really the thing we're scared of now is Primeval Titan, and it's unlikely that he's going to have enough mana without the Amulet of Vigor to just cast it with 3 up. So yeah, he goes for the Primeval Titan this time. Gonna have the Mana Lake, and oh, actually, yeah, surprisingly he has Pact of Negation in his deck, so I'm gonna have to sack the Curse Catchers. His Pact of Negation, and he has another one, as you'll see, and yeah, I have to sack both my Curse Catchers to counter both of those. So that was pretty close to him getting a Titan, which probably would have wrapped up the game. I don't know for sure, but certainly would have been good for him. Wouldn't have left me with any real good attacks. So I draw a Master of the Pearl Trident, which I'm going to drop in. Attack for 3 now, put him down to 6. Put them plus Hive Mind. I don't know if this is a main deck strategy or if this comes out of the sideboard or what. So obviously he's got Pact of Negation. I don't know if he's got any other pacts in the deck, but obviously the strategy there is just to well, actually Pact of Negation wouldn't work as a kill condition, so he must have some other pacts. Otherwise it isn't really worth even showing it to me. So yeah, not quite sure what was going on there. But yeah. Said he crossed his fingers for no Lord, but fortunately I do have the Lord, and it's going to be enough to finish him off. Actually I could have had him anyway, couldn't I? 3-6. Am I missing something? Oh, this wouldn't have been as big, would it? Yeah. So yeah, managed to wrap it up there. I'm not sure if he had something else he could have done on the following turn, but happy to finish things off there. This is on to game 3. So got a 1-lander. We do have the Vial though, which is nice. Snag seems like it's decent in this matchup. I mean, Primeval Titan does trigger when it comes into play, but his main strategy is to attack with the Titan, so you can potentially do some stuff with Snag. At least buy yourself an extra turn, which can be significant. So I'm just going to lead off with the Vial this time. Having the Curse Catchers is nice as well, knowing that he's got Pact of Negation in his deck. Especially having 2 of them, so it seems good. And play my Curse Catcher, and then drop another one in the end of turn. But Summon Bloom means that he's got quite a lot of mana pretty quickly, and we are concerned about a coming Primeval Titan. Fortunately we draw into Mana Leak, which is definitely a lucky draw for us. I figure I might as well Vial in the Lord of Atlantis. Seems as though this deck is not known to have removal. So he tries to play Hive Mind. I think I want to get rid of that. It seems like the right thing to do. I don't fully understand what the Hive Mind is doing, but even Pact of Negation would be deadly, I suppose, at this stage in the game. So I counter that, but obviously that leaves open the possibility of a Primeval Titan. We're going to get to drop our retrial, and that means we can actually put him for 9, put him down to 7, so that means we got Leadful next turn. And I think that kind of pretty much makes us safe. I don't think the Primeval Titan, even with Amulet of Vigor, can actually kill in 1 turn. So I think we're pretty safe. He actually has Amulet of Vigor and Primeval Titan. I decided to let the Amulet of Vigor go because I don't think on its own that it's going to kill me, whereas Primeval Titan actually will. So that's why I let that go. And we got the Unified Will for the Primeval Titan. So we drew the Unified Will, which I suppose was a bit lucky, but I think we had it won by that point. I think it was a bit luckier that we drew the Mana Leak to get rid of the Hive Mind. So again, not knowing what's in his hand, I can't say for sure. But yeah, this is one of the better matchups I've had against Amulet of Vigor. There's a lot of matchups against Amulet of Vigor decks where they just do nothing and nothing happens. I don't know if that's just because the the pilot didn't fully understand the deck, but this person seemed to know what was going on, and this is quite an interesting matchup. Be interested to see what the deck list looked like, but yeah, good matchup. Managed to just steal it out in the end.